Hello Internet and Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Day here in New Zealand, so I thought I'd show you some video I filmed a few weeks ago and never got around to editing of me putting up the Christmas tree. I actually put up my tree pretty late this year. Normally I'd put it up at the start of December, because when I was growing up we had a family rule that we weren't allowed to do anything Christmassy until after my brother's birthday, which was on the 1st. I still think it's a really sensible rule to restrict Christmas stuff to December, so I do the same. I don't put up Christmas decorations until after the 1st. So normally I'd put up my tree in the first weekend of December, but this year I was getting my diagnosis on the 1st, and then there was all the drama around that, and so it took me a couple of weekends before I got around to putting up the tree. I always have an artificial tree. It's too hot in New Zealand for real trees. They only last a couple of days and then they just dump all their needles. And anyway, in New Zealand, if you go looking for real Christmas trees, you normally just get Pinus radiata, which is a pretty ugly tree actually. And the needles are really, really long, so you hang decorations on them and they just slide off the needles and fall on the floor. So I much prefer artificial, even though I know that the amount of plastic that goes into an artificial tree, you could cut down a lot of trees in your lifetime and do the same amount of damage to the environment. Putting the lights onto the tree is the part of putting the tree up I like the least. It's just so fiddly. Every year I tell myself I should just buy a tree with built-in lights, and I never get round to it. Maybe next year. As you can probably tell, my tree definitely doesn't have an elegant theme to it or a colour scheme that I'm following. It just gets everything put on it as much as possible. I believe that Christmas is inherently a pretty tacky holiday. It's glitter and tinsel and lights, and it's not stylish, so why bother even trying? Just embrace the tackiness and have fun with it. And anyway, I couldn't leave any of my decorations off because they're all really special. I've been gradually collecting ornaments for probably 20 years. Started probably when I first moved back to New Zealand, and because it was so expensive to ship things back here from the UK, I came back with very little in the way of possessions. So when I got my first Christmas tree, Mum bought me some nice ornaments to go on it, and for the next few years she kept buying me another nice ornament to go on my tree every year. And then I started buying some for myself, and other people started buying them for me, little from which, when she was on her big OE, would send me home ornaments from all the weird and wonderful places she'd been to. And in my travels I started buying ornaments because they're a great souvenir. I don't like normal souvenirs because they're usually pretty cheap and tacky, and once you get them home you think, why did I buy that? But Christmas ornaments, they come out once a year, and it's always like a surprise when you see them and oh yeah, I remember buying that, and I remember the cool place I was in when I bought that one, and it's like a fun memory, and you don't have to find a use for this souvenir that you bought because you've got a use, you hang it on your tree. And of course the Book Crossing Ornament Exchange has supplied quite a few ornaments over the years too. So My tree is full of colour and glitter and tackiness and wonderful memories from all across the world. And that's as Christmassy as it gets. So, that's my Christmas tree for 2018. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas, or whatever else it is you're celebrating at this time of year. And I hope that 2019 brings you joy and happiness and is a lot better than 2018. Which I think for a lot of people they'd say that wouldn't be hard. Yeah, that was a really cheerful note to end on. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and don't forget to do those nice likey and subscribey things you're supposed to do on the internet. Bye!
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.